to the TokyoBill Weekly Update, an end-of-week news brief on events in and around Japan. Today is May 3rd, 2025. And stay tuned to the end to find out what festival I'm interested in attending this weekend. More and more Japanese travelers are bringing rice back from abroad due to rising prices at home, often in 5 or 10 kilogram bags. The average price for a 5 kilogram bag is now about 4,200 yen, or $30, more than double from last year. The trend started last summer, especially among travelers to Asian countries like India and Thailand, and recently South Korea. However, quarantine officials remind travelers to get the necessary inspection and import certificates if they plan to bring rice back to Japan. Rice, as with other items, is subject to inspection upon arrival in the country. With the beginning of the spring holiday season known as Golden Week having begun on Saturday, it is expected to see many travelers bringing in large amounts of rice. Popular Japanese sushi chain Sushiro is continuing to expand its operations in China, opening its first store in the province of Zhejiang on April 30th. Sushiro held a pre-opening event on April 25th for local media to show off the new restaurant, which features a digital display that simulates sushi on a conveyor belt for easy ordering. This seems appropriate given this is in the city of Hangzhou, a city known for tech companies like Alibaba and AI firm DeepSeek. The restaurant also has private dining rooms, which is an uncommon feature for such restaurants in Japan. This makes over 50 stores in less than 4 years for Sushiro, underscoring the popularity of Japanese restaurant chains in China, despite slow economic conditions. A 27-year-old university student from China was rescued on the weekend on Mount Fuji after apparently suffering from altitude sickness. He had previously been rescued by helicopter from the mountain on Tuesday last week and returned to recover items he had left behind, including his mobile phone. He was found near the 8th station on the Fujinomiya Trail, authorities confirming that his life was not in danger. Police had received a call from another climber, and rescue officers helped him down to safety at the 5th station. Climbers are warned against attempting the mountain outside the official climbing season, which runs from early July to early September. 2 Japanese dancers, 11-year-old Hana Terada and 12-year-old Natsuki Sugimoto, won top prizes in the classical ballet category at the Youth America Grand Prix in Florida. Terada competed in the 9 to 11 age division, while Sugimoto was in the 12 to 14 division. Both dancers were surprised by their wins, with Terada saying she was nervous and unsure about her performance. Sugimoto was happy to place so highly as her goal was to be in the top 12. The Youth America Grand Prix is one of the most prestigious ballet competitions for young dancers globally. American singer Cyndi Lauper visited the Tokyo Metropolitan Government Building on April 27th and met with Governor Yoriko Koike. Lauper shared her thoughts on Japan, calling it a hub of music, art, and design. She praised the country's open attitude towards music. Koike responded by saying how Lauper's music makes her feel energized. This was Lauper's 15th visit to Japan for solo shows. Since her Japan tour is called her Farewell Tour, the concerts she finished by April 25th are being acknowledged as her final performances. Japan has donated advanced scientific equipment to Ukraine to help identify human remains and collect evidence for war crimes. This includes equipment for analyzing DNA and conducting forensic examinations of substances. Ukraine's Ministry of Internal Affairs received the equipment to aid in identifying thousands of unidentified bodies and addressing many missing persons since the Russian invasion. The equipment will be sent to frontline areas to strengthen investigations. Japan's ambassador to Ukraine underscored Japan's advanced technology in aiding Ukraine's forensic needs. A Ukrainian official noted that the new equipment will double their current abilities. The entire population of pandas at Adventure World in Shirahama, Wakayama Prefecture, is returning to China, upsetting the mayor and local residents due to its emotional and economic effects. Visitors are coming to the park to see the pandas one last time, as the town has had a connection to these animals for over 40 years. In 1994, Shirahama became an official panda town when 2 pandas were brought over for breeding research, and they soon became central to the town's identity, with panda-themed attractions throughout. Local businesses are therefore worried about the impact of the 4 female pandas leaving. Negotiations for bringing pandas to Japan are complicated due to their diplomatic significance, but there are hopes that the town will work with China again in the future. The Vietnamese government is promoting Japanese language education for students from the 3rd to the 12th grades, allowing local areas to create plans for making it a mandatory subject in some schools. A framework agreement was signed by Japanese and Vietnamese officials on Monday to support this teaching collaboration. Japan will help with curriculums, textbooks, teacher training, and offer opportunities for cultural exchanges. After English, French and Japanese are the most popular languages for students in Vietnam, and was included as an optional first foreign language in 2021 from the 3rd grade. Vietnamese nationals currently represent over 15% of the foreign population in Japan. Scottish distance runner and Commonwealth Games medalist Eilish McColgan has announced her engagement to long-term boyfriend and Olympic medalist Michael Rimmer. The couple, who have been together for over 10 years, shared the news on Instagram, posing in front of Mount Fuji this week. The couple are also work partners, running a not-for-profit organization to support young track and field athletes. McColgan, 34, recently ran her first marathon in London, breaking the Scottish record with a time of 2:24:25. McColgan's mother, Liz, also a champion runner, welcomed Rimmer to the family and praised their strong relationship, despite the challenges of balancing sport and personal life. The remains of 3 Ainu indigenous people were returned to Japan's Ainu Association of Hokkaido from the University of Edinburgh in Scotland. This is the 3rd repatriation of Ainu remains, following cases from Germany in 2017 and Australia in 2023. The remains were given to the university in 1913 by Scottish physician Neil Gordon Munro, who lived in Japan and worked with the Ainu. The Japanese government had requested their return. Masaru Okawa, the head of the Ainu Association, expressed his emotions at the handover ceremony on Wednesday, stating they will honor the remains with prayers. A Japanese joint venture has started supplying sustainable aviation fuel, or SAF, from used cooking oil collected from restaurants. A ceremony at Kansai International Airport celebrated this launch. The venture plans to produce 30 megaliters of SAF yearly, which airlines will blend with regular fuel. The Japanese government reports about 400,000 tons of used cooking oil are available annually, primarily for livestock feed and chemicals. The company aims to improve collection by involving households. Japan Airlines expects SAF to make up 1% of its fuel in 2025 and 10% by 2030, emphasizing the need for domestically produced fuel for energy security. A car in Osaka hit 7 children who were on their way home from school. The driver, Yuki Yazawa, a 28-year-old man from Tokyo, has been arrested for attempted murder and reportedly did not brake. Investigators believe Yazawa intentionally drove into the group of elementary school students. At the time, the children were on the right side of the street, along with a school staff member who confirmed that the car moved in a zigzag fashion before plowing into the group. 2 children, a 7-year-old girl and an 8-year-old boy, suffered serious injuries. After his arrest, Yazawa mentioned he was fed up with everything and meant to kill the children. Services on the Tokaido Shinkansen bullet train line between Tokyo and Osaka were interrupted on Wednesday due to a snake getting caught in the overhead wires, which caused a power outage. The issue happened around 5:25 p.m. and affected trains traveling towards both Tokyo and Osaka. Train services resumed around 7 p.m. after safety checks were completed. Waiting passengers at Nagoya Station faced growing crowds and long lines at ticket machines. Power outages on bullet trains are unusual, and while passengers were relieved at operations returning to normal, some couldn't help but express frustration at the delay in a country used to timely train service. A dugong, a protected species at risk of extinction, was spotted near Kume Island in Okinawa for the first time since 2019. Harumi Kaji, a diving instructor who filmed the animal on April 29th, described the experience as incredible. Director of the Okinawa Prefectural Institute of Environmental Science confirmed the 2-meter-long animal is the same dugong captured and released earlier in Taiwan, based on its markings. Dugongs, which feed on seagrass, haven't been seen in the area for several years. The last known dugong in Okinawa was found dead in 2019, and the local government is now planning a survey to check for other dugongs around Kume Island. And in today's events announcement for you gyoza fans, the Craft Gyoza Fest 2025 invites you to try over 30 kinds of craft gyoza, along with fried rice, drinks, and even dessert gyoza. Around 70% of the dishes will be new to the festival. Experience familiar and new gyoza styles and Chinese shumai-style dumplings at the festival, running until May 6th in Komozawa Olympic Park, near Komozawa Daigaku Station, one stop past Sangenjaya Station on the Denentoshi line. The menu features unique flavors like Italian tomato arrabbiata gyoza, wasabi beef gyoza, and strawberry milk and cheese gyoza. Most individual items cost 700 yen with discount tickets and multiple meal vouchers available on the website craftgyoza.jp/Tokyo 2025. There will be regular and craft beer available as well. Cheers. That brings us to the end of news items for the week ending May 3rd. These stories and more you can read at theTokyoBill.com. I've been, and remain, Tokyo Bill. Thank you for listening, and take care.